YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 4 in the Pokemon Emerald Battle Frontier Gold Symbol Quest. Now, as you can currently see with the screenshot of my trainer card above my head there, we only have one symbol so far, and it's just a silver symbol. We don't have any gold symbols yet, but this playlist on YouTube is going to continue until I get all, all 7 symbols gold at the 7 different facilities here in the Battle Frontier. Now, as you can see on screen, we are currently standing outside of the Battle Pike after the first 3 episodes in the YouTube playlist being spent over at the Battle Factory using randomized Pokemon and like rentals only, right? In the rest of the facilities here at the Frontier, you can actually use your own Pokemon. So I kind of wanted to switch things up a little bit after failing to continue the silver streak we had going at the end of episode 2. I pushed it, see how far I could push it in episode 3 to try to get it to gold, but ultimately failed. So we're going to come back to the factory eventually, but today's focus is all around the Battle Pike. And to be honest, I don't really remember this place from back in the day. I used to play all the 7 facilities here when I was a kid, but I remember this place being kind of weird, but I don't remember exactly what goes down in here. So we're just going to sit back, relax, have a little fun today, and see what happens. Now I'm quickly going to go over the team that I generated for this. And as you can see, right, the building itself over there is based around a Seviper. So I felt that it was only fitting that we try this challenge with Zangoose as one of the 3 members on my squad because, of course, according to the lore and what they say about it, you know, whenever you're playing a Hoenn game, is that Zangoose and Seviper have like territorial beef or something. I don't remember exactly what, but they're kind of like rivals in the game essentially. So I figured it's only fitting that we use a Zangoose, and then to round out the team after that, I slapped on a Tentacruel and a Gengar. Now, you might be asking, why do you have 2 Poison-type Pokemon, and also a Pokemon that has the immunity ability, right? Prevents poisoning. That's because the Pike is notorious for kind of spreading around status conditions and trying to cripple your team as you make your way, you know, through each round. And that way, when you actually go into fights, you kind of go into these fights not at full health or crippled with a status condition, which really puts you at a disadvantage, but, you know, they don't call me the GOAT for no reason, man. We're going to push through, and we're going to absolutely dominate this Pike today, and hopefully get the silver symbol, because I have Cerebi pulled up over here on this monitor, and apparently we get to fight Pike Queen Lucy, so she's the leader of the facility. So apparently after 28 consecutive room completions, or wins you would call it, we get to take on Pike Queen Lucy. Now, if I remember correctly, there's only 7 rooms per round, and then you start back at the front again. So that's why I have on the bottom of the screen there Battle Pike R1 for round 1. I'll update that after every round. But apparently, so if it really is just 7 rooms, then obviously in order to get to 28, we just have to go through the cycle 4 times, right? And then that's to get it silver, of course. Then it's a lot harder to get it gold. And on Cerebi here it says 140 room completion, so that, you know, that means going through start to finish the cycle of 7 rooms. We got to do it 20 times. So 4 times for the silver fight, and then 16 more times, or 20 total, for the gold fight. So we got our work cut out for us. Now, additionally, now that we know her team, right? Because the only person we don't know the team is Factory Head Nolan, right? Because it's the Battle Factory. He's gonna have a randomized team every time. Every other leader of the facilities, we know their team ahead of time. So I kind of built a counter team, essentially, to Pike Queen Lucy. So, real quick before we jump in here, her team consists of Seviper, Melodic, and Shuckle. Now, obviously, again, we're using Zangoose to kind of counter the Seviper. Seviper has Swagger, Crunch, Poison Fang, and Giga Drain, and is holding a Quick Claw, stupidest item ever invented in Pokemon. Melodic has Ice Beam, Mirror Coat, Surf, and Recover, so we got to be real careful with Mirror Coat and Melodic. And then Shuckle, as you could probably guess, has Toxic, Sandstorm, Protect, and Rest. It has 0 attacking moves. It just tries to status you with Toxic, and then cheese its way through the fight. Oh yeah, Melodic has Leftovers, and Shuckle has a Resto Chesto. So the reason I went with 2 poison types plus immunity Zangoose is I'm not dealing with getting stalled out by a Shuckle and his Toxic. So I have 3 Pokemon that cannot be poisoned, basically. That's what I was going for. I'm not messing around with Shuckle. I hate that Pokemon. But the good news is, right, out of those 3 sets I just told you, none of the Pokemon have double team. So this is going to be nice to have an actual Pokemon battle and not have to deal with not immunity cheese. I'm thinking immunity because that's what's on the screen here. Evasion cheese. I absolutely hate playing against double team and evasion strats, and we saw a lot of that in the previous facility, right, with the rental randomized Pokemon. Now the rest of my movesets, I guess I didn't show off any movesets. So I got Lumberry, Zangoose, Chesto Berry, Tentacruel, because why not? There is, again, random rooms in this where they spread status. Like a Dusclops or a Curlia will pull up and just give you a random status condition. So I don't know what to slap on Tentacruel, so I just gave it a Chesto because I don't want to deal with being asleep. And then a Scope Lens Gengar. I'm not going to lie, I have no idea why I put that on Gengar, but let's just have a little fun with it. And then the actual movesets themselves. So we got Psychic, Fire Punch, Shadow Ball, and T-Bolt. Again, Shadow Ball is a physical attack. The other 3, of course, are special attacks in this game. And even though Gengar has like double the special attack stat that it does a physical attack, you know, Shadow Ball's not really there to do damage because it is physical. But it does get a little bit of a stab boost, but coming off that 170 base special attack, it's going to be pretty weak. But the notable reason I put Shadow Ball on the set was to actually give myself 1 physical attack. If not, if optimally you'd have 4 special attacks, I would put Ice Punch over Shadow Ball, right, and just run 4 special attacks. But you got to remember, Melodic has Mirror Coat, so we need to dance around that. And same thing goes for Tentacruel as well, because I think originally when I was thinking about the team, I did Surf, Ice Beam, Giga Drain, and then I put Toxic on this thing. But then I was like, wait a minute, Mirror Coat, Melodic, right? I don't want to have all special attacks. So I swapped out Toxic for Sludge Bomb because future generation Sludge Bomb is a special attack, but in Gen 3, prior to the physical special split that came around in Gen 4, Sludge Bomb, just like Shadow Ball, are both physical attacks back in Gen 3. So this gives me a way to hit Melodic with a physical attack. And if you really think about it, Melodic has Surf, Ice Beam, and then Mirror Coat, Recover. Melodic cannot touch this Tentacruel set, because Tentacruel has good natural SpDef and resists Melodic's 2 attacks with Surf and Ice Beam. So I'm just going to sit there and spam Sludge Bomb against that Melodic and slowly chip it down. And then last but not least is Zangoose here with Aerial Ace, Brick Break, Shadow Ball, and Frustration. Again, not an ideal Zangoose set. I probably should do like Swords Dance Facade, but because I have a Lumberry on this set, I didn't really want to go with Facade. So I gave it... I really want to just try out Frustration, right? Because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on this channel, and especially for Purity Forest, Frustration is like actually like the best attack in the game. And I've never really used Frustration in-game because it's pretty bad, right? As long as you're playing the game and leveling up your Pokemon and stuff, they gain Friendship, Happiness. So Frustration is like the worst attack of all time in a mainline Pokemon game. Return is the better alternative. With that being said, though, because I tied my save file to PK Hex, I gave this Zangoose like the lowest possible happiness value, which in turn maximizes the damage output of Frustration. And, you know, because I've never used Frustration in a real Pokemon game, I kind of want to try it out and just see how hard I can hit with this thing. So, with all that being said, let's jump in here and see if we can actually get like a 28 win streak, although it's not a win streak, it's just kind of walking from room to room here. And I'm kind of curious if I can actually get all the way to Lucy within like, you know, 2 hours on the stream today. So let's go ahead and step in here and see what this is about. Again, of course I played this before as a kid, but I don't really remember anything about it, so we're just going to have a little fun here. Yeah, we want to take the challenge. We're going to do open level, of course, because as you saw I had level 100s. We can't do the level 50. And I'm gonna organize them like this with Zangoose and Tentacruel as the first 2 because there is single battles but also double battles in this game. So I'd rather Tentacruel hit the field off rip because it does have Surf. And Surf back in Gen 3 does not hit your teammate. It only hits the 2 enemy opponents. Whereas in more modern Pokemon games, Surf hits everybody on the field, including your own teammates. But not back in Gen 3. So. Also, one other thing I forgot to talk about. So, on the trainer card up there, as you can see, I have 33 battle points on my trainer card, and that is, you'll see it right here too. So that's currently where we're at. And again, I'm going to take like a screenshot at the end of every recording and update that image up there. Because I kind of want to see, by the time we get all 7 gold symbols, how far can we push that number in terms of battle points? You know, I don't need to use them. They're pointless, so I'm just going to rack up the highest total I can. And, you know, out of curiosity, is it going to be 100 points, 200 points, 500? Is it going to be 999? You know? Can it even go up to 1,000? Can it go past 999? I'm genuinely curious. So I'm gonna see how high we can push that number. Although at the end of the day, I'm not trying to push that number as high as possible because that means I'm going to be losing a lot. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, but it's going to be a lot of videos within the same YouTube playlist. So let's talk to this lady and get some information. Now, what I'm seeing on Cerebi is there's 9 different outcomes for these rooms, but she only gives you information, I think, on one of the 3. Yes, please tell me some information. Okay, so the path on the far right. For some odd reason, I feel a wave of nostalgia coming from it. So what does that actually mean? Let me see something here. Okay, that equates to either room number 7 or room number 8, which is what? Oh, room number 7 is the one with the status condition, and room number 8 is a Pokemon get healed. So I'm definitely not going through there because I'm going to get hit with a status condition. So we're going far left. This is like the ultimate dice roll facility, and okay, I guess this guy doesn't want to fight. So we get to go through the first room for free. Now, I think how this works is each of these count as a room. Actually, I don't know that. Anyway, we're just going to keep going. Let's see, a path on the left. A trainer, sense the presence of people. Okay, so that doesn't necessarily mean a trainer, right? Either room number 1 or room number 2. Okay. So it's either a trainer with a single battle or you get healed up, which again, when you go in here with a team that's fully healed, it's impossible to have that be a room where they actually heal you up. So that's guaranteed to be, if I understand correctly, that's guaranteed to be a single battle through here. But again, what I was talking about the about this room counting as a room and then the next one too. So I think like, I don't know if I actually have to get through 7 of these doors. Or if, like, one cycle might count as 14 instead of 7. I have no idea. But, let's go ahead and roll the dice in the middle room. I really hope I don't get statused. Oh, I think we got a double battle. Okay, well, whatever. I should have went the other way for the single battle, but it is what it is. As long as I sustain some damage in this battle, then, we will be able to utilize Poliwhirl and a Geodude, really? That's pretty funny. Although Poliwhirl could have Water Absorb, but I don't care. I'm going... Actually, I want to see how much Frustration does. I was going to say I don't care. I'm going to go for Surf, because it won't... Poliwhirl will just take no damage. But you know what? Giga Drain is still 4x effective on Geodude. Yes, it doesn't get Stab Boost, because, you know, it's not Water or Poison, but... It's a single target attack, whereas... Okay, whatever. In double battles, if you go for spread moves, it does, you know, spread out the damage, too. So I'm kind of curious how much Frustration can do here. Almost enough to Oko. That's not bad. Alright, Poliwhirl goes for Icy Wind. Honestly, both my guys will still probably be faster next turn because the 2 enemy Pokemon are pretty slow. But at least now that I took some chip damage, we will have access to healing rooms. What item do you have? I was going to say, it can't be a Shell Bell. He doesn't... It's a Pitaya Berry. I had no idea Pitaya Berries go off at full HP. That's really weird. Usually they're called pinch berries, right? They don't activate till you get to... It's different over the different generations. You know, either 33% or 25%. But I've never seen a Pitaya Berry go off at full HP. Oh, no, my bad. What am I saying? Poliwhirl's not at full HP. The Geodude was. I get it. That makes sense, I forgot that I damaged the Poliwhirl first time. I was looking at the wrong HP bar. That makes sense why Pitaya went off at the end of the turn. In modern games, I'm used to the Pitaya going off right away. So that's why I didn't expect it to go off at the very end of the turn like that. And I was like, wait, what? How does it go off at full HP? Alright, let's see what she says this time. Path on the left again. It's a trainer, hence the presence of people. Okay, so it's either a single battle or I get healed up. So let's check it this time and see what it is. Definitely not the nurse to heal you up. It's a battle. Okay. Interesting. We got a Shelter. Do you think Shelter survives a brick break? I do, because, oh, no, I'm an idiot. Shelter's pure water, isn't it? Yeah. I always get that confused, bro. That's embarrassing. But again, like I said many times on this channel, you know, I don't usually remember the types and the base stats of, like, the baby Pokemon. I mainly like to battle competitively, and, you know, 99% of the time you're using a fully evolved Pokemon, so those are the ones I commit to memory with their base stats, their movesets, and what's it called? Their typings, right? Of course, obviously Cloyster is ice water, but Shelter is actually just pure water, and that's something that always trips me up. I'm not dealing with this. Although that did do over half. But see, okay, here's the thing, right? Because you don't get healed up in between every battle, so like, this is good that Lucy is not going to show up. Now you got the Citrus, too. Damn, I should have made Tentacruel a female. I still think I'm going to switch to Tentacruel because I'll smoke this thing with the Giga Drain. Because it's rock water, so it's 4x weak to Giga Drain. Unless it gets the boost right here. Alright. GG's Corsola. But yeah, it's like a good thing that Pike Queen Lucy can't show up this go around because, you know, my Mons aren't at full HP, and that's kind of the gimmick behind this whole place. It's probably not that hard to get through, but it's just so random where you don't know, and it's really hard to ensure your team, you know, stays healthy the whole way through. So, but again, we're just here to have a little fun, man. So let's go ahead and check this place out and see if we can get a silver symbol on the first go around here. Well, on the first attempt, essentially. But not the first go-around, because we got to go through this place multiple times. I'm pretty sure it's like 7 rooms, right? So we'll have to go through 4 times to get to a 28 streak. Because for some reason, I remember back in the day when I was playing this as a kid, you could get lucky and go through this in like 2 minutes, because you can go through every room and never fight any trainers. So you can just walk right through it. Path in the center, you sense a trainer, okay. Let's go in the center again and see if we can get healed up. But I'm down to fight again. And this should be what? So the first time we found nothing, then a double battle, then 2 single battles. Okay, Ralts is hilarious. Ralts is gonna get absolutely smoked by a frustration. There ain't no way this thing lives. I wonder if Zangoose is actually gonna gain happiness points by doing this. I don't think it would. But there is a chance. Imagine I get all the way to Lucy and then we go for a frustration on her Survivor and it does like 5 damage. That would be hella funny. We could Shadow Ball to destroy this thing. Or Aerial Ace, but Shadow Ball's stronger. Bet. There's no way you live that. Whatever. Leech Seed is better than Hypnosis, so... Well, actually, I have Lumberry. It wouldn't have mattered. Zangoose is getting kind of weak here, though. I'll have to hope we get healed up eventually, but at the same time, I guess we're probably almost done with the first cycle, because this is like the 4th, potentially the 4th room out of 7. Again, spitballing here, I don't actually know that. And Aerial Ace is definitely not going to OHKO this thing. Is it even stronger? Because this is like close to 150 base power, right? Isn't Return Frustration, don't they max out at like 102 base power? But then you got a 1.5x that for stab bonus. So Aerial Ace is only 60, doubled is like 120, so Frustration is still stronger in this situation. Aerial Ace I only threw on there to deal with double team cheese, because even though Lucy doesn't have any double team mons, I don't know what else we're going to fight with all these trainers, so... That could potentially take me out in conjunction with the Leech. Oh, doesn't even need the Leech Seed. Okay. And so now we only have, actually I have a speed boosting nature on Gengar. I made Gengar hasty and I think modest on the jellyfish. Tentacruel. But yeah, now we only have 2 mons going forward. Until we find the healing person, Zangoose never comes back in this facility. So it's kind of shiesty. And that's kind of the gimmick behind this place, you know. You got to be careful and try to avoid people whenever possible. But at the same time, man, I'm here to fight. Let's get it. Path on the left. You seem to have heard something there. Okay, we haven't seen this one yet, so... This equates to either room 3 or room 4. And room 3 is a double battle room. And room 4 is a trainer that doesn't battle you. Which, according to Cerebi, it's a 20% odds. I don't even know what room she was talking about. Crap. Did she say left? But it's only a 20% odds for a double battle and 80% odds for just a NPC that doesn't battle you. Okay. She did talk about the left. I couldn't remember if it was left or center. Alright. Now what? Something about the path in the center. Okay. Distinct aroma. So that is 75% chance for room 6 and 25% chance for room 5. Oh, those are both bad. Room 5 is a really tough trainer. Oh, but you get healed after really tough trainers. And room 6 is the wild Pokemon that... Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and do center. We haven't seen either one of those things yet. Oh, it's a wild Pokemon thing. Okay. So I guess I'm going to put Gengar back in front then. Oh, you can't even switch your party around. Okay, never mind. Gengar's faster, so he'd have better odds to run away than Tentacruel, but... So we got... There's Wild Dusclops, Sevipers, and Melodics. Okay, level 95 is insane. I should be able to just run away from these scrubs, yeah. Melodic and Dusclops are slow enough to run away from. Seviper, I don't know. I mean, Tentacruel is obviously way faster base speed than Seviper, but you never know. Alright, Melodic we should be able to run away from too. That's not bad. Why is the donut looking sprite for Melodic in this, by the way? This is not a vanilla copy of Emerald. It's actually a special edition, like, National Dex version of Emerald. Because as you've noticed, all the Pokemon names, like Melodic's name, it has lowercase letters, and same with Tentacruel. That's not normally the case in Emerald games. Usually, all the names are in caps lock the whole way. So, I got this version of Emerald because I wanted to play, through the main story playthrough, I wanted to do National Dex mode, and use some Pokemon that aren't normally found in vanilla. Just to kind of switch it up and make the base game playthrough more fun. Path in the center again. Okay, a trainer, set presence of people. Let's go ahead and fight. Maybe we get healed. Either way, this is probably the last room. Okay, it's another fight. Against a little Timmy in the inflatable tube. What you got, little Timmy? 3 Mons. Carvana. Easy money. Can't touch a jellyfish, man. That's the other thing, too. Not only in terms of, like, being healthy in terms of your HP, but also PP, right? I should have PP maxed everybody. I think I PP upped a couple of attacks, but not all of them. Like, Giga Drain had 8, so I used a PP max on that. Okay, not the Feebas. That's crazy. That's that Route 119 special, baby. But another reason, like, in those rooms with the wild Dusclops, now that I'm thinking about it, Dusclops has pressure. It's just gonna suck your PP, so you should never fight the Dusclops. Oh shit, Tentacruel's dead. Well, actually, it depends how much HP Phoebus has. Yeah, that one shot's. Okay, it's all up to Gengar to 1v1 whatever's in the back. And I really hope this is the last room, because we're kind of cooked at this point. This is crazy. That doesn't matter what move I click. It's a Feebas with 5 HP. Damn, I didn't think Feebas would even have a high enough base HP to, like, retaliate that much damage. Okay, we can Oko Shelter with T-Bolt. That's not bad. Well, if we have to fight any more trainers, it's just Gengar, you know, 1v3 and stuff. That could be bad. But I feel like this is my 7th room, so maybe this is the end of it. I have no idea. Or maybe you just keep going all the way through 28 rooms until you get to Lucy on the first round. I have no idea. Okay, it is the end. Whew! Shiest. And we get 1 battle point. We're up to 34. But again, I'm not going to update that screenshot until after the stream. It's too hard to adjust it on the fly. The one thing I can adjust on the fly is the, right down there, the number for the Battle Pike, so Let me do this, and we are now on round 2. Okay. Right back in. So I guess that was 7 rooms. I don't know if that counts as 14 or 7. Because I thought I read somewhere that you know, that intermediate room where she gives you info on which of the 3 directions to go, that also counted as a room. So there's potential that we just did 14 out of the 28, essentially being able to fight Lucy at the end of this round. I would guess that's not the case, and we're only 25% of the way there, but we could be 50% of the way there. So I don't know. We'll have to find out. I mean, shit. I hope we're 50% of the way there. It'd be much quicker to get the silver symbol, but all right. Let's see what we got here. Center path, distinct aroma of Pokemon wafting around it, which again was either 5 or 6, right? Yeah. So this is either a really tough trainer where you get healed up after the fight, or it's a wild Pokemon area. Let's do it. I kind of want to see what the really tough trainer has, because I'm also a really tough trainer. Oh, it's the wild Mons again. But that's whatever. Again, Dusclops, Seviper, Melodic are the 3 wild Mons here, all slow enough to run away from. You know what is crazy though? If you get on an insanely long streak and try to go for like the world record or something, Game Freak deadass puts Wobbuffet in the pool of Pokemon here to just troll you with Shadow Tag, and then you know, of course, Mirror Coat and counter. With Wobbuffet's Gargantuan HP stat, you're gonna be losing Mons. If you ever try to go through this room, apparently it's after 841 plus streak, so it's gonna be a while before Wobbuffet shows up. But imagine going through here and having to deal with Wobbuffet's dumbass. You're gonna be losing Pokemon, unless no, you can't. Right, you can't run away because of Shadow Tag. Duh. That's the whole point of Wobbuffet. You can't switch, you can't run. You just have to fight it. And that's probably why I wanted to have Toxic initially. But I swapped it for, you know, Toxic on Tentacruel, but I swapped it for Sludge Bomb like I was explaining. Whispering. But yeah. Wobbuffet's a complete douche. Everybody knows that. What is the Whispering one? It's an 80% chance for a trainer that doesn't battle, or a 20% chance for a double battle. Let's roll the dice. Okay, it's the one that doesn't battle again. Obviously, we can take random rooms too. Like, she just gives you a hint about one of the 3, but you can walk through any of the doors. It just, at that point, it's like a 1 in 8 chance of what you're gonna walk into. Path on the left, distinct aroma of Pokemon. Okay, I wanna see what one of these tough trainers is about. Let's see if we can pull that. At the same time, that's okay because the wild Pokemon room is also free. Unless you went through this with a very slow team of Pokemon where you can't run away from Melodic or Seviper, then you'd be in trouble. But all you gotta do is have a fast Pokemon like Zangoose or Gengar, even Tentacruel. All 3 of my Pokemon are very fast, so they'll be able to just keep running away. Alright, the left. Trainer, the presence of people. That's either 75% chance for a single battle and 25% chance of getting healed. But again, nobody's taking damage. So that's a guaranteed single battle. I kind of want to fight again. I want to see how strong the Zangoose is. So this is 100%, yeah, going to be a fight here. And this is either the 3rd, maybe 4th room of this cycle, I guess. Relicanth is kind of annoying because Brick Break, I bet you Brick Break does less than half. So I think I should go hard Tentacruel and just Giga Drain this thing. Who has the better special attack? Oh, Tentacruel has really bad special attack. I'm pretty sure I made this thing modest and it still only has 264. Whereas I made Gengar hasty and bro still has 350 special attack. But looking at Tentacruel's HP, 357, I feel like I might have invested a lot into bulk. Because yeah, 264 special attack seems way too low. But it is bulkier, so it can take hits better. And Giga Drain is 4x super effective. But now it's going to be treated like it's only 2x super effective. Because he just doubled the Spadef. But Gengar, you know, even though Gengar's way stronger, he's going to get smoked. Because his defenses are terrible. But now this doesn't even do half, huh? Sheesh. Really? Amnesia and Harden? That's a crazy set right there. Bro's out here cosplaying as Clefable, like clicking Cosmic Power, you know, just boosting all the defenses. That's wild. Just don't Amnesia and you die next turn. Okay. Well, if it gets the boost, it's also going to get another Spadef boost, and then, okay. Then Giga Drain would not have killed it at +3 Spadef. But yeah, anyway. We'll drain some health back here and stay healthy. This is only the first mon of the 3, though. Sharpedo. Okay, so the mons are getting a little bit stronger. First round, we were seeing, like, Feebas and Carvana. Interesting that I'm faster than Sharpedo, because I don't think I have that much speed investment. I feel like I did a lot of bulk here. Obviously, I spent about 25 hours in-game fully EV training my team. Yeah. You know. The grind never stops, baby. Alright. Get the shark out of here. I was on 252 HP, which is an epic number because, you know, speaking of EV training, that is the magical number for EV training. Alright. I'm about to be down to just 2 Giga Drains left. Seadra has horrible, horrible special defense. Great physical, really good physical defense, but horrendous special defense. So I think, okay. I should stop talking. What I was trying to get at there was I think that was gonna Oko, but yeah, you can't smoke screen me, buddy. Let's see, Sludge Bomb, Stab. Probably doesn't kill though because of really good physical defense. Okay, that was probably a roll. That was about the max that Sludge Bomb was gonna do. I don't know how it took that Giga Drain so well. I really should have invested in special attack more. This Tentacruel is super weak. But also, like, why did I give it Giga Drain? You know, as a way to like hit Melodic super effectively, it doesn't matter. It's gonna do like 10% to Melodic maybe. All right. Path in the center. Heard something about whispering. What was this again? Oh, okay. 20% for a double battle. 80% odds for just a trainer. Let's roll the dice, man. I want a double battle. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's one of those things, be careful what you wish for, right? I might get sauced up right here, but it's cool, it's cool. Why did my OBS... Okay. That was sketch, bro. My whole monitor over there just went black for a second. Okay, they each had one mon, though, so that's not too bad. Are the double battles easier than the single battles? Because, I'm gonna Aerial Ace Surf. I'll definitely kill Machoke. The double battles are only 2 Pokemon, like 1 each. All the single battles are 3 each. I don't actually know if Surf kills Machoke from there. Because, like, dividing the damage up between the 2. I don't think it does kill Machoke. Honestly, yeah. Oh, the Scary Face into the Rock Tomb is really bad. Zangoose is going to be, well, it's at -3 speed. It's going to be slow as shit now. But we know Surf kills from here, obviously. And, okay, Quick Attack is funny. But Machoke can kill Zangoose, though. Never mind. Machoke's still slower than Tentacruel, that's right. Because it was the other guy that got hit by the Scary Face and the Rock Tomb. If Tentacruel was at -1, like, maybe Machoke outspeeds, but probably not. So that actually wasn't too bad. I got to tap into my Aaron Cybertron Zang or my Wolfie VGC mode, you know, for that fight right there. You know, welcome to Road to Ranked. Aaron Zang here. I love those videos, bro. Especially during Sword and Shield when I was really into VGC. Bro, I used to watch Aaron Zang's Road to Ranked every night, bro. Every night on YouTube. Fire series. He did so good with that. Trainer, the Presence of People. Was that about the one on the right? I think it was. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, it's another single battle. I still have not seen a heal up place once. We've been through like 15 rooms now between the 2 rounds. That's crazy. Corsola, okay. Didn't we see Corsola last time and it took under half from a Brick Break? I feel like that was the case, but I'm gonna try again. I should have slapped the Choice Band or Swords Dance on this thing. Oh, it took over half. Okay. Ha! Joke's on you, Corsola. Fucking Mirror Coat. Oh, it was Citrus, wasn't it? The other one I saw? Yeah. But see, Citrus Berry was kind of shit back in the day. Because didn't Citrus Berry only heal 30 HP? I'm pretty sure. God, it's hard to remember that far back. But I'm pretty sure when Citrus Berry first dropped in Gen 3, it only healed 30 HP. It was like triple the power of an Oran Berry. Whereas in future generations, now it's percentage based. Don't be sitting here wasting my PP, man. Come on. So obviously Citrus Berry is a very, very good item nowadays. But back in the day with only 30 HP, it's pretty bad. Is this thing not Dark type? Was that? Oh, I got a crit. I didn't hear the sound for super effective. Really? That thing is also pure water? Delibird's ass. It probably dies of frustration. This thing has shit defenses. Watch it live with a focus sash and then give me a present and just blow me up. Okay, no sash. I didn't know Crawdon's kid was pure water. Corefish. Again, just like, you know, Shelter and Cloyster. What is this? Oh, is this actually the fight with Lucy? So the... Hold on. I think it is. So this room right here counts as a room, and then the one you go through also counts as a room. So each cycle is actually 14. So we just made it through 28 cycles, I think. Wait a minute. From every path I sense a dreadful presence. Or is this not Lucy? What does this mean? No. I don't think this is her yet. But I've never seen this. Oh no, a terrifying event. Yes, a horrible one is about to befall you. It is her. I think this is the Lucy fight, which sucks because Zangoose is at half. And I can't switch up my lead either. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just wanted Zangoose to 1v1 Seviper, but now it can't. Plus, I don't know what order she's going to send it. There's no guarantee Seviper's in the lead. But I probably can't take a hit from Seviper, like a Poison Fang or something. So that sucks, but maybe I can outspeed it and Oko it with frustration. Anyway. It's the most easy one to get a symbol? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm about to fight Lucy right now. I just got the notification about it. So here's my squad. Zangoose, Tentacruel, and Gengar. I got 2 poison types, because I'm not dealing with Shuckle, Click, and Toxic. And a Zangoose with immunity. So, again, I built this team to completely counter that dumbass Shuckle. I'm really surprised, though, that it only takes 2 rounds to get to Lucy. So each cycle counts as 14 rooms. I thought it only counted as 7. Huh. Well, let's go have some fun. See if we can get the silver symbol right now. I welcome you. You seem to be fret of luck. If you only hadn't chosen this room, your Pokemon could have been healed. I shall go fetch our master. Wait, deadass? I could have actually got healed right there. Oh shit, it's about to go down right now. Seviper is first? Oh, okay. I am Lucy. I am the law here, for I am the Pike Queen. You already know it, but to advance you must defeat me. I am not the one for idle chatter. Hurry, come on. Your luck. I hope you didn't use it all up here. Lucy, about to slap the shit out of you. Easy money right here. It's too bad it is Seviper first, that's funny. It's too bad I'm not fully healed with Zangoose, or I could have 1v1 this Seviper, but maybe frustration Okos. Let's see. I highly doubt it though. But this should be like maximum power frustration, because again I gave it no happiness. Okay. Oh, he goes for the Swagger, but I got Lumberry. We're about to sweep her right now. That's why I put the Lumberry on, baby. Thanks for the free Swords Dance. Yeah, Quick Claw, Swagger, Crunch, Poison Fang, Giga Drain, yeah. Yep. Okay, we might actually... Well, we still can't deal with Shuckle, but... Actually, yes I can. Shuckle has 0 attacks. And, wait, how do you outspeed now? We were speed tied, deadass. Oh, I live, and of course I can't get poisoned because of immunity. Yeah, I have the web page open for Cerebi right now, so I can see her team, and that's kind of why I built this team, because I wanted to just absolutely destroy her. Okay, so Shuckle has it's Resto Chesto with Protect, Sandstorm, and Toxic. Literally cannot damage me except for setting up Sandstorm, and I have a +2, so I'm not switching out. Brick Break isn't gonna do any damage. Yeah, exactly, but it can't poison me because I have immunity. The only way... I'm kind of curious how much +2 Brick Break does. Shuckle's so freaking annoying. But this is why I have Tentacruel, just to spam Surf, because Surf would hit this thing hard. And as long as I make it rest once to burn the Chesto Berry, then the next time it goes for rest, it's going to stay asleep for 2 turns. So I'm going to sack Zangoose here and just die to sand. I could care less. Tentacruel comes out to spam Surf, and then we just got to deal with Melodic in the back. Which again, it's a unless I crit here actually, then he would die. But I doubt it. Okay. So now it's gonna click. I know, right? Toxic Boost. That would have been sick. What I really should have done actually is bring a Pokemon with Guts. Wait. You didn't protect to make me die from sand? Huh? Well, actually, you know what? It was clicking rest right there. Do I live the sand? I think I had 34 before this. So I think it's doing exactly 17 per tick. I don't know. I think it was, actually. I think I was at 34 off the previous sand tick and then went down to 17. Anyway. Yeah, so Melodic is leftovers, as you see there, with Surf, Ice Beam, and then Mirror Coat and Recover. So, because of Mirror Coat, I had to put 1 physical attack on both of these guys. And Melodic literally cannot damage Tentacruel, because I resist both Surf and Ice Beam. And as long as I sit here and spam Sludge Bomb, then Sludge Bomb again is a physical attack, so you can't counter the damage with Mirror Coat. And then the only other thing Melodic has is Recover. So if somehow Tentacruel goes down because I get Recover stalled, Gengar comes in to smoke this thing with a Thunderbolt, but Melodic literally cannot damage me. That's it. Yeah, I was thinking about that once I get the poison. Because I will give Melodic a Marvel skill defense boost, right? So Sludge Bomb won't do shit as soon as I poison it. But Giga Drain also won't do any damage, and Melodic can Mirror Coat that back. But it doesn't really, I mean, that's the thing. If Giga Drain does like 50 HP worth of damage to Melodic, it Mirror Coats back 100 HP in damage, so... Actually, there's no guarantee I win this, because... Gengar's Thunderbolt will hit this thing really hard. But it depends where it's at. When I could theoretically go down and Melodic could be at full HP because of Recover, and then I would lose. I really need to get a freaking poison here. Yeah, I should have put knockoff on somebody. That's a good point. Or you know what I should have put on Tentacruel too was like leftovers or something. I put a Chesto Berry on just for the hell of it. Looking back on it, that was kind of dumb, but. I just remember, those rooms where you get status conditions. Why am I not getting a poison? What is going on here? Because the poison will at least negate the leftover recovery, so that'll make it a wash. But I threw a Chesto Berry on Tentacruel, knowing she has nothing to put me to sleep. But because of those rooms where you can get like status by Dusclops and stuff, I'm actually blown away how I've not got a poison yet. This is kind of weird, but. I don't really need one at the same time. Okay, after this Sludge Bomb right here, I'm going to click Giga Drain because she should go for Recover. And then I don't have to worry about getting Mirror Coated off the Giga Drain. So this is the last Sludge Bomb. I got a Giga Drain at least once or twice to make sure I can live some Surfs here. No way, I still don't get a poison. This is crazy. Oh, she got a crit. Shit. Do I Giga Drain though? Because I don't even think I'd live a Surf. I kind of want to gauge the damage. But this should be a Recover anyway, and then I can Sludge Bomb next turn. If she doesn't Recover here, Gengar kills with Thunderbolt, so it's not a big deal. That does a decent chunk, actually. I do live a Surf. Wow, you went for the kill. Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good. Unless she clicks Recover now. I'm going to use my last Giga Drain. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's the only grass move Tentacruel gets. Might get... Okay, we get a crit. I think I had it in the bag either way there. Because Even if she recovered, I could have Sludge Bomb again and had her probably around half, and Gengar probably would have finished with T-Bolt from there. Lucy, GG's. Melodic, that's why I love Melodic in Gen 3, man. What an absolute tank. That thing is so hard to kill. When I first played through Emerald when I was a kid, I didn't know about Phoebus and Melodic, right? Because who does, right? What are the odds you actually find one on Route 119 fishing in those 6 random tiles? So I didn't even learn about Melodic until I got to the 8th gym leader back when I was a kid playing Emerald. And my goodness, I literally could not KO Melodic in that fight. It took me like 45 minutes. Even with like a Sceptile and a Manectric, you know, I could not damage Melodic. I was like, this is the bulkiest special defensive wall I've ever seen in my life. And I think that actually might be where I found Cerebi, the website, because I had to Google what the heck a Melodic was, and then I was like, bro, I need one of these on my team. I have to go find it. And then that's how I stumbled upon Cerebi, and I've been using that website ever since. It's goated. But you know, once I saw going to fish for Feebas, I never even seen Feebas. I never seen what it looked like, right? And I was like, hey, this is like an uglier version of Magikarp. And then I see it's only on 6 tiles on Route 119 that refresh every day. Oh, that thing was so fun to fish up, man. So fun. Yeah, GG's Lucy. Here, you want my Frontier Pass? Here you go. Give me a stamp. The luck symbol. It ain't luck. It's preparation. Don't get it twisted. That's all there is. Disappear already. Okay, so new plan now. Because it's only 2 times through equals 28, then that means we only have to go through 10 times to fight her for the gold symbol. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And 11 more battle points, which I think puts me at like 45 total, which again, I'm not going to adjust that screenshot till after the fact. That was kind of fire though. Let me see what these two... Okay, it goes down there. This is the luck symbol. And the knowledge symbol. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, I kind of want to switch up my team for the gold fight against her. So this team was cool. How long? I've only been recording for like 45 minutes. Damn. So the next round, she still has her Seviper. But then she swaps Melodic for Gyarados. And swaps Shuckle for Steelix. So... I mean, actually, Gengar has T-Bolt. I could Oko Gyarados, maybe, with a T-Bolt. And then Tentacruel could handle Steelix, maybe, although Steelix has Earthquake. I could obviously outspeed Steelix, hit it with Surf, but could Tentacruel tank an Earthquake? Also, Gengar has Levitate back in the day. Steelix has Earthquake, Rock Slide, Explosion, and Screech. It has Explosion. We could troll with Gengar, too. Seviper has almost the same moveset. It just swaps Poison Fang for Sludge Bomb. And it swaps the Quick Claw for a Focus Band. Oh, is that how I got outsped last time? Because Zangoose outsped Seviper turn 1. Hit it with Frustration, and then Seviper swaggered, right? But then Seviper outsped me turn 2. But I think back in the day, I don't think Quick Claw gives the notification about going off. I think it just happens. Like behind the scenes, and all of a sudden the Pokemon just moves first. Anyway, we got to change this to round 3. I'm just gonna keep going with this. This is kind of fun. Leftovers for 48 BP. Yeah. So I actually have this save file here tied to PK Hex, so it's not cheating. It's just saving time. But I can go. You know, I could save the game and turn it off, and then I load up PK Hex. I can attach any items. I can make any Pokemon that I want, you know, change the movesets, make them level 100, all super quick and instantaneously. Exactly. It's not cheating, man. It's only saving time. The only way using PKX would be cheating is if, you know, in terms of like EV training, if I put 252 in every stat, that's cheating, right? You only have 510 EVs to play with, so you can 252, 2 different stats, and then add the last 4 points into like a random stat for like a +1, and that's 508 out of the 510 that you can spend on the last 2 EVs. Don't do anything. So technically, that's the only way you'd be cheating is if you gave, or if you gave the Pokemon movesets they can't learn, right? Like if I gave Tentacruel Fire Blast or Flamethrower, yeah, that's cheating too. Which I can do that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, like, if I pulled up with a Tentacruel that had Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Earthquake, you know, and Draco Meteor, well, that's not even in this game, but, you know, that's cheating. Illegal movesets would be cheating, and also having way too many EVs or whatever, that's also cheating. So, you know, this is all legit. Everything the Pokemon have is all legit. Movesets, EVs, you know. So I'm just using PKX just to save time, make it easy. Alright, I'm going to go back in here and just keep going. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream long enough today to get to the gold fight, but we're just going to go mess around in here and see how far we can push the streak. If I can push this to like round 6 or 7 out of the 10 we need to get to the gold fight, that'll be cool, because then we can turn it on next time and quickly get to the gold fight. So let's go ahead and just jump back in with the same squad here. Now, I feel like the... So if those count as 14 trips through, when do the harder or the more shicey Pokemon show up for the wild, like the wild rooms? Starting at 281, Electrode shows up. But isn't that when don't we battle her for gold before that? I'm pretty sure I do. So I think the wild Pokemon should still just be Dusclops, Seviper, and Melodic until after the gold fight. If we tried to go farther, then I think Electrode would start to show up, and then Breloom, and then Wobbuffet as like the final boss. That's crazy. Ground Psychic type be good with Seviper. Yeah, you know what? That's a good call. Claydol. Ground Psychic with Levitate too to also troll. Wait. Claydol would really do good against Steelix. Earthquake, Rock Slide, Explosion, and Screech. Because obviously, Claydol with Levitate wouldn't get hit by Earthquake, and Rock Slide wouldn't do shit to a Claydol. It would just be the explosion, but that would force Steelix to explode and just Oka. Ooh, you're onto something with Ground Psychic, yeah. Good call, good call. Something about the path on the left, a trainer. Okay, whatever. Let's just go in here. Let's go fight somebody. What's up, Grandma? See what she's got. Wait, Claydol would be really good. Although the Seviper does have Crunch and Giga Drain. So that's not ideal, but neither of those are stab, of course, right? So they wouldn't hit as hard. We got Brick Break for this Joker. Although Magneton's a great Pokemon. Oh, also, wait a minute. Look at this Gyarados set. It's mono attacking with just Return. So actually, wait, what? It's Dragon Dance, Return, Rest, and Roar. That Gyarados set only has one attack, and it's a normal type attack, so it literally cannot touch Gengar. It can roar me out, but it doesn't matter because Roar is negative priority. I mean, even if it wasn't negative priority, Gengar would still be faster. But Gyarados does have Dragon Dance, so it could boost up its speed and attack, obviously. But Dragon Dance, Return, Rest, and Roar. It literally cannot touch Gengar. And I can just sit there and spam Thunderbolts. That's the worst Gyarados set I've ever seen in my life. What? And it's holding a Chesto Berry, of course, because it has Rest. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it makes sense they didn't want it... Like, they didn't give it Hidden Power Flying. That probably would have made it too good. But even, like, Waterfall Surf... I know, like... Gyarados... As good of a Pokemon as Gyarados is, it wasn't really a threat with water attacks back in the day because they're all special attacks. It wasn't until Gen 4 when Waterfall became physical that Gyarados got more viable, but Gyarados would normally just run, like, you know, EQ. It doesn't run any stab moves because it doesn't get any flying attacks. And the water attacks are all special, but to not have Earthquake on this Gyarados is hilarious. Even still, Gengar has Levitate, so it wouldn't be able to touch Gengar still. Path on the left, Whispering. What is this again? 80% chance for just an NPC with nothing and a 20% chance for a double battle. Let's dance. I'll take a double battle. It is a double battle, okay. Why not attack and speed 252 and Adamant or Jolly? On who? The Gyarados? It might be. I'm looking on Cerebi and he doesn't list the EVs. Are you looking at a... You must be looking at a different site that shows the EVs of them. Alright, what do we do here? Mantine is annoying. This thing is very bulky on the special defense side. I think I'm just going to double up into one of them to take him out. Although Mantine's going to be a pain in the ass. So let's just get rid of Cacturne real quick. Ice Beam has more PP. Oh, okay, okay. So you can see the EVs and like natures and stuff on that. Yeah. Yeah, let's get Cacturne off the field. By the way, Cacturne is such a cool design on a Pokemon, but just awful, like in terms of competitive battling. I really wish Cacturne was good. Once Bro got Sucker Punch, then it becomes, you know, slightly viable, because it has a decent attacking stat, but it's just such a bad Pokemon. It really is. And I wish Cacturne was good because it looks so cool. But, oh well. Mantine, by the way, is annoying that it set up the rain because it has Swift Swim. So now it's going to be faster every turn. And we don't even... The double up doesn't even one-shot it. Unless I get a crit poison. No, still didn't. Well, actually, yeah, crit would have mattered. But... let's see. I'm thinking about conserving a little bit of PP. Oh, that's fine. Zangoose is almost dead, though. Actually did die to a crit. Damn. And I still have yet to... Oh, you have a Shell Bell. Well, it doesn't matter. You still actually died to a Sludge Bomb. Yeah, okay. You're gonna Shell Bell again, huh? Nice. I still have not... We're into round 3 and I've never ever seen the person to heal you in this. That's kind of crazy. Oh, you can see... Oh, you see IVs. Oh, you don't see IVs, but you can see... Nature attacks, EVs, hold item. I got you. Okay. Am I ever going to find the person that heals up? My goodness. This is crazy. Hey, you know, again, we don't need it. But I'll have to get lucky and just kind of go through a couple rooms that don't have fights in it if I really want to get to the end of round 3 here. Path on the right, Aroma... Which has no chance of healing, right? Oh, no. It's either a really tough trainer with a heal after or the wild Pokemon. We've gone to this one like 5 times and it's been the wild Pokemon every time. We have not seen the tough fight with the heal. Damn it. I really want to bring Zangoose back to life here. Sheesh. Whatever. As long as Electrode's dumbass doesn't start showing up, because that'll outspeed everybody and not let me run away, then we're going to have a problem. If Electrode is here, but I don't think he's here yet. It should still just be Dusclops. Oh, the fact that we saw Dusclops, Electrode replaces Clops, so... Yeah. So we're still at the lower levels. Right now it's still Dusclops, Seviper, and Melodic. But then Electrode will replace Dusclops. Actually, it's always Seviper Melodic. It's just Dusclops gets replaced by Electrode. Then Electrode gets replaced by Breloom, and then Breloom by Wobbuffet. But no matter what, the other 2 Mons in here are always Seviper Melodic. Okay. I got you. Well, these rooms are free, but I really wish it was the really tough trainer, and then they heal me up after. I might start rolling the dice and just walk into a random room. Because we've never seen the healing person, but we've also never seen the wild Pokemon that status you. So, you know, I already have the silver symbol. I don't really care if I get status and get messed up, but we're just having a little fun here. Heard something whispering. What was that? Oh, okay. 20% for a single battle and 80% for an NPC with nothing. To be honest, I already forgot which path she was talking about, so we're just going right down the middle. I don't think she was talking about this room. She actually might have been. And I just pulled the 20% on the single battle. But whatever. Alright, Molly. Oh, Mega Chimecho? Shiced. I still can't believe they gave this thing a Mega. That's just crazy to me. This Mon is so bad. With that being said, it's going to live this hit, though, and hit me hard with Psychic, but... That's hilarious because I actually have a Chesto Berry on Tentacruel. Well, we know Surf doesn't kill, so I might as well just go for Sludge Bomb, I guess. Although it's going to do a lot less because I don't have as good a physical attack. Okay. So I also am curious how this interaction is going to work, right? Because I'm going to wake up with my Chesto, I'm going to consume it, but after this battle, do I get it back? I don't know. I don't think I do. Usually you do, right? In battles. You only don't get it back if you use it against like a wild Pokemon, but I don't know how that interaction is going to work in here. Masquerain? Trash. This thing, well, it was trash back in the day. It does get Quiver Dance now. It's still garbage, but any Pokemon that gets Quiver Dance is usable to a certain extent. You know, it probably went from ZU up to NU or something. Oh, I hate being paralyzed, bro. Stun Spore's annoying. I was about to say it. I was like, wait, watch this thing go for a Giga Drain because I have oh no, I don't have Liquid Ooze. I have Clear Body. Obviously, Clear Body's way better. But I was thinking about Giga Drain because I know this thing gets it. And I was curious if it was going to go for it to get hit with Liquid Ooze, but never mind. Because I was thinking about saying something about Giga Drain, but I was like, wait, he's just going to go for Air Slash and try to get the Paraflinch. But then I realized Air Slash is only Gen 4, right? I don't think Air Slash was a thing in Gen 3. And Golbat, too. I feel like this thing's going to click Confuse Ray. I was thinking about going to Gengar, but I feel like it's going to spam Confuse Ray. Okay, Shadow Ball's funny if I would have went hard Gengar. Damn, I really need to get healed up now. I could go Gengar to finish it with Psychic or T-Bolt. But Tentacruel being paralyzed now is kind of worthless anyway. Air Cutter's going to KO me. It'll do more than Shadow Ball. No, I lived, actually. Well, this is not good. I hope we're close to the end of round 3, which we're not. I just started round 3. I've probably been through like 3, maybe 4 rooms at most. So we're probably halfway through. This is not good. This is not good at all. I need a heal, man. We still have not seen it once. Alright, Path in the Center. A Wave of Nostalgia. Which is basically 50-50 odds for room 7 or 8. Which is the status room or where you get healed up. Let's roll the dice because again, I've never seen the healing room and I've also never seen the one with the Pokemon that status is you. And at this point, the team is so cooked that we have to roll the dice. You know, if it's not the healing lady, it's Gengar's gonna get like put to sleep or burnt or something or frozen. This is gonna be fun. If this is actually a Mon that statuses me, we're gonna lose the run. Hopefully it's a heal though. Thank you. Wait. Oh. I thought it was gonna be like a Nurse Joy that heals you up. What did he heal though? Did he heal both? Or just one? Oh, I just full healed the Tentacruel. Okay. I mean, that's still good. And I also, by the way, don't have the Chesto Berry anymore. I just noticed that. Okay. Well, at least we're back in the game. We actually have 2 fully healed Pokemon. Because Tentacruel was basically dead. He had 10 HP and was paralyzed. Path in the Center, a Trainer. I'm actually just going to do this one. I think this is either single battle or getting healed up. Oh, I thought I got back-to-back heals. Damn it. Alright. 3v2. We got this, we got this. Alright, Jamal. What do you got? A Relicanth? I got Giga Drain on my jellyfish here. But again, last time we were in this situation, Relicanth clicked Amnesia. Double his special defense. But now, he did not... well, he didn't Amnesia this turn, but... if he does, I think he survives one next turn. Okay. Bro clicks Harden is crazy. You're actually throwing right now. Thanks, buddy. What a dumbass fish this thing is. Alright. That's not bad. Come on, baby. Let's keep it rolling here. Kabutops. Another rock water. Damn, Giga Drain has actually been really good here. We've seen multiple Corsolas, multiple Relicanths, and now a Kabutops. Actually, like the insane amount of rock water Pokemon. Why is that? That's weird. And a War Turtle. There's water types everywhere. I'm actually going to go for a Sludge Bomb to conserve a little bit of PP on Giga Drain. Actually, no, I don't need to. I don't need to. I feel like this is not even a 2-hit KO, though. Yeah, that's why I was going to go for Sludge Bomb. Because I'm not going to use 3 Giga Drains on this. So let's just go for a double Sludge Bomb to finish it off. Could also go hard Gengar and smoke it with a T-Bolt, but you know, it's whatever. Alright. I feel like if I go for a Giga Drain, I'd barely get any HP back. And actually, I'm just going to go for Surf. Conserve even more PP, because Surf will kill from there. Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain really don't have that much PP at all. I gotta conserve them a little bit. I don't need 24 Surfs, you know? Okay. What time is it? 6:30 a.m.? Okay, I got a little bit more time. A trainer in the presence of people. Let's run it back. See if it's a single battle or a full heal. Single battle again. Okay. I should start, you know, not going the way she says, just to like have a complete dice roll, you know. Make things a little more spicy. Porygon could be very annoying, but I think I could two-shot with Surf. I don't know. I feel like I can. But then again, I didn't put much special attack investment, if any, into this thing. Okay. Battle Frontier? You already know, man. You already know. Right now, I'm in the Battle Pike. Oh, I guess I have that on the bottom of the screen, but... oh, the T-Wave into the Psychic. Controlling. Porygon is a problem. Nice. And I have Gengar in the back, so I can't hard switch to it. Just the... well, I have 2 now. So as you can see above my head there, that's actually a screenshot of my trainer card. But I don't update it live as I go. So that's what it was last time when I beat the Battle Factory, the one with the rental mons. Now, I actually have 2 silver symbols because I just took down Lucy at the end of round 2 in the Battle Pike. I think my run might come to an end here in round 3 though. Because all I have left is this Gengar now. Shit. Yeah, no, I'm literally gonna keep playing this until I get everything gold. Go for T-Bolt for the chance of Para. But I might get one shot by Shadow Ball. I did get the Para. That's crazy. Give me a full Para. Why not? Shit. I don't think... Gengar's... yeah, I'm a hasty nature. I'm gonna get one shot, actually. No! I just lived on 1 HP is crazy, bro. Because I have my save file tied to PK Hex. So I can make whatever Pokemon I want. That way, it's gonna make it a lot easier to have a different team for every facility that I go to. There's no way I get out of this on 1 HP. No way. That Shadow Ball did 260 damage. I lived on 1 HP. I have a scope lens, by the way. I don't have a focus sash. No! Go for Swords Dance. Shit. Oh, well. We fail on round 3. That's okay, though. I got the silver symbol. So... shit, I mean, it's not okay. I hate losing. But... At least we accomplished something today in this. I'll show you my trainer card in a sec. Damn it. So, I now have, as you can see, I had 33 points at the start of the day today, and only the silver knowledge symbol. But now I have the luck symbol. So, after I get done recording today, I'm going to take a screenshot of that and swap it out for the thing up there. And then next time when I come back, it'll look like this. Damn it. That really sucks to get... oh, that's the wrong button. But it's not bad. This is going to be an absolute juicer of a playlist on YouTube, because to get all 7 of these symbols gold is probably going to take like 30 episodes maybe in the playlist. Right now, so the first 3 episodes on YouTube I was spent at the Battle Factory. You know, after I got the silver symbol, I kept trying to go and push it to get the gold battle, but I never made it that far. I lost to a Heracross on some random NPC. And so same thing today. This was my first day trying the Pike, and got the silver symbol, obviously, as you can see there, but just got KO'd in round 3. Let me switch this back to round 1 on the bottom of the screen, because next time I come back, I'm either gonna do Battle Pike, or I could change the text from Pike to Pyramid. I might move on to a new facility next time, actually, because I also think it would be kind of cool to get all 7 silver symbols and then go again for gold, because at least it'll look cool up there having some of them filled in. Again, I don't know. I'm not. Oh, is the Pyramid nasty? Oh, I might have to go Pyramid next then. I'm not making any plans for this playthrough. I'm just gonna have fun with it, and we're just gonna kind of go with the flow, you know. But the good thing about having my save file tied to PK Hex is, you know, I can go in there and make a whole new team of level 100 Pokemon, like a team of 3, not a team of 6. But because I think all these facilities you only use 3 Pokemon, except maybe if there's a double battle one. But you know, I can make whatever 3 Pokemon I want in 5 minutes. I don't actually have to go catch them, EV train them, use TMs. You know, it saves so much time and allows me to make the content a lot quicker. So I know some people like to say PK Hex is cheating, but it's not. It's just saving time. That's all. There's nothing illegal about my Pokemon, you know. They don't have illegal movesets or too many IVs. I still keep the IVs within the 5-10 limit, like 252 and 2 stats, and then the extra 4. And they all have movesets that they can learn, you know. So I just use PK Hex as a time saver. Maybe I'll go save over here in front of the pyramid then, and that's where we can kick it off next time. I don't remember where the pyramid is. Oh, this is like the palace, right? Arena. Let me pull up the map. It's been so long, I don't remember. Oh, it's got to be top right, huh? Looks like a pyramid. Checks out. I'm down, man. We're gonna get stinky at the pyramid. It sounds like. This is like a nasty place. Yeah, this has got to be it. Okay. I'm down. Alright, I'm gonna save it here though, and cut off the YouTube episode and the stream as well. I'm only streaming this game today. But it was nice to meet you, man. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. But I'm gonna hit a quick YouTube outro, and then I'll hang out for a few more minutes on stream if you want to chop it up about anything. But for anybody that is seeing this video in the future on YouTube, this is going to conclude part 4 in the playlist of trying to get all 7 battle symbols gold. And again, I will not stop playing this game until I get all 7 of those battle symbols gold. So lock it in. This is going to be a very long playlist on YouTube, along with all the other playlists that I got up there. But this is going to be a classic, man. It's going to be one of the best. And the good thing again about having PK Hex is that we're going to have a different fresh... Oh, thank you, man. We're going to have a different fresh team every time we run into this. So that makes it more fun because we have options to use a lot of different Pokemon, right? If I was just doing this with like Swampert, Metagross, and Latios in every facility, yes, that's still fun to go beat ass, but it's going to get, you know, repetitive after a while, always using the same team of Pokemon. So doing it this way, I'm just going to come back in here every time I play this with a whole different squad. So, and we're going to get to use some Pokemon that we don't normally get to use. Like, I love Dodrio. I love Armaldo. I just want to try out a bunch of different Pokemon and have fun with this at the end of the day. That's ultimately what we're doing here. So for anybody that is seeing this in the future, again, this is going to conclude part 4 in the playlist. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series thus far, and there's a lot more videos to come, like I said. And I also hope that wherever you go for the rest of your day after watching this video, that you have a good rest of your day. Alright? I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.